Hi, hello, and welcome back into another episode of Craven Some Raven. I'm back here again with an oh so special episode where I am going to be taking a look at the prop bets for the 2019 NFL Draft, and I'm not just going to be looking at them. I'm going to be making bets. I'm here to spend all my money. Maybe not all my money because I really only put $100 into Mybookie, and I probably won't even spend all that much. I probably, like $1, $2 bets. Maybe, might get crazy. Go $5. Hey now. So I'm gonna be doing that. Walk you through it. I kind of glimpsed at them before, like trying to set up Mybookie, and it was kind of fucking annoying because my bank account, Bank of America, and they kept like blocking me putting $100 into Mybookie because obviously it's out of the country, so it's like trying to send my money to Paris, and it's under like a weird name because they can't say they're a sports betting website. They have to say, I forget, it was like caremyware.com. It's like, okay, I didn't know. No, ma'am, I did not put anything into that. Oh, but that might have been the sports betting. Sports betting? Like, yeah, sorry, miss. You didn't hear it from me. So I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be going through. They have quite a few bets, and I'm going to go through all of them. I might bet $1 on each of them. There's probably only like 20 bets, maybe 15 bets. So maybe I'll do like $2, Ooh, buddy. So I'm going to get into that maybe afterwards, depending on the time, how long this goes. Maybe I'll talk some more Ravens draft stuff. And I was thinking about doing another mock draft before the draft, but the draft, I believe, starts on Thursday, right? And today is Wednesday. And I don't want to do 2 podcasts in a night, and I guess I could release it tomorrow, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to go into it. I've already done my mock drafts. I've already had some fun with that. It's time to review the draft picks, get the season going, get everything just right for the new season. So I'm just going to be making some bets right now. But before I get into things, I have a sponsor. Now, this is actually a repeat sponsor, so I hope they like what I read. So this episode is brought to you by Anne Frank's newly found erotica. Everyone knows her for the diary when she was hiding from the Nazis, but new research has uncovered some of her more erotic content. They will be releasing the content next week with only 1,000 copies being made. We are naming this newfound content Anne Frank Burning Desires from the Corner. Her writings will leave you in ashes and have you coming back for more after each and every sentence. You'll be shocked at the raw emotion that jumps off the page when you are thrust into a hot and heavy love affair between Anne and a young SS officer. Their chamber of lies will leave you choking on the air around you. Pre-order your copy today at www.annefrankxxx.gov. Once again, that's annefrankxxx.gov. Excellent stuff. They only made 1,000 copies, and if this is a repeat advertisement, how did they make more? Or is it just not selling enough? Maybe I just don't have enough listeners for it to really, get the name out there. But you know what? I'm trying to help them out. I would read some Anne Frank erotica. That sounds so tasteful. It's okay, I'm Jewish, I can say that. So, with that being said, I might as well just get into these bets. There's no better way to there's no segue. You can't. How do you go from Anne Frank to football? I bet this is going to be a great book. Speaking of bets, boom, I did it. Wasn't tough at all. Took me literally half a second to come up with that. Didn't even pause, because pausing is for pussies. So, I'm just going to go down the list of bets here. So this first bet that they have listed, let's see, today is the 24th. Okay, so I can still bet. So this one is for the second overall pick. And if you're familiar with betting, there's like pluses and minuses. I'm not 100% sure, but basically when it's plus, the higher it is plus, that means the more money you make. I think it's Yeah, I don't really know the math behind it, but there is a way where it makes sense. So, second overall pick, Nick Bosa is at minus 250, Quinnen Williams at plus 300, Kyler Murray at plus 400, Dwayne Haskins at plus 1200, and Josh Allen at plus 1200. So this thing, it all depends on if Kyler Murray goes first overall. And most people think Nick Bosa will be the second overall pick. That's why he's the only minus here. But the dark horse is Quinnen Williams, who's in the positive category at plus 300. And the thing is, though, if the Cardinals don't take Kyler Murray, they will probably be taking Nick Bosa, which means the 49ers would probably take. I don't even know if they would take Quinnen Williams because they've spent so much first round draft capital on that same position already. So you know what? I'm just going to go with the easy bet here and say Nick Bosa and go ahead with the thinking that Kyler Murray is going first overall. All the buzz nowadays is that that's not the case, but this is really the lying time when everyone's pumping out bullshit. So, let's see. Nick Bosa going second overall. Now, how much do I want to bet on this? So, if I bet $5, I would get $2 or lose my $5. So, I'd end up with $7 in the end. I don't feel that confident in it though. I'm gonna go $2. Whoa, buddy. I know, right? Crazy. What? Either risk or win amount is below $1. Oh, really? So I might have to bet $3. Alright, so nice. First bet is in the books. I'm risking $3 here, guys. Don't fuck with me. High roller. Let's see. The next bet, the first DB drafted. Ooh, this is a good one. So you got Greedy Williams at plus 100, Byron Murphy at plus 220, DeAndre Baker at plus 490, Nasir Adderley at plus 850, and the field. So basically any other DB that goes above any of those names. I don't think... Because for me, it's between Greedy Williams and Byron Murphy. And it just depends on who's picking. You know, corners are always at a premium, but if they're a zone team, they're probably going to go with Byron Murphy over Greedy Williams. Now, Greedy Williams is going to the draft, I believe, so that tells you he's got people who are in his corner, you know? Man. Like, who do I think Greedy Williams is going to go to? Like, who do I think Byron Murphy is going to go to? Because I think the Steelers would possibly draft Byron Murphy, but Greedy Williams could possibly go before then. But I like the odds more on the Byron Murphy, so I'm going to go with that. I'm going to bet that Byron Murphy goes as the first DB taken off the board. Holy shit, we're going crazy. Yeah, I'm not crazy confident about this one, so I'm only going to bet $1. But if I win, I get $2.20. Talk about making money. So, next we have draft position for Josh Jacobs. Is he going to be over 24.5 or under 24.5? So that's basically hinging on, let's see, who has the 24 pick? Well, let's see. Is he going to get drafted by the Eagles or not at all? Let's see. Who's at 24? I should probably look at the draft order. Let me pull that up. Let's see. Draft order. Yubbish. All right, buddy. Yeah, all right, buddy there, old pal. So pick 24 is... God damn it, stop it. phantom scrolling. All right, here we go. Ooh. Oakland Raiders are picking 24. So is Josh Jacobs going to get drafted after Oakland or at Oakland? Let's see. Am I reading this right? Stop it. What is this? What's making noise? You should. God, I hate when websites do this. They just start playing videos, and especially if you have a shitload of tabs open, you're like, oh, what the fuck? Anyways, Josh Jacobs. So if he's going over 24.5, that means 25, right? 25 plus. And if it's under 24, he could get drafted up to 24. So it's either is he getting drafted by Oakland or is he getting drafted by the Eagles, even if he even gets drafted in the first round. That's the question. I don't view him that way, but I could totally see John Gruden with those 3 first overall picks making that drafting Josh Jacobs. I mean, they have 3 picks in the first. They just lost Marshawn Lynch. Who's their other guy? Oakland at 24. But I mean, Oakland also has 27, if they want to use 24 on someone else. What are the odds? What do the odds say? All right, so the better bet is that he's getting drafted 24.5, under 24.5. So basically getting drafted at 24. Ooh. Woo-hoo. I really don't think Josh Jacobs is going to go that high. I'm going to take the shit odds and just go with my gut. So, let's see. So, draft position. How much do I have to... How much... What the... Is it 2? No, I got to bet $3 on this. Damn it. $2.50. All right, I'm going to bet $2.50. Like I'm saying, high roller. I just want to make a bet on each and every single one of these. And I also don't want to lose all my money. But I want to put my money where my mouth is. But, not too much. I just want to kiss it. Kiss it. Apologize. Kiss it. Apologize. Anybody remember that South Park? So next is draft position on Montez Sweat. Over 7.5, under 7.5. Who's going to draft him in the top 7? Who is going to draft Montez Sweat in the top 7? I don't see Arizona Cardinals, San Francisco 49ers, New York Jets, Oakland Raiders? No. Tampa Bay, possibly. New York Giants. Man, because at 7, the Jaguars. And he's getting drafted over, but the odds are so shit for that. Minus 500. I'm going to have to put more money in to make that wager. So let's see. If I do $3, nope. $4, nope. $5, all right. I'm going to put in $5. Okay, and that means I get $1. So minus 500, if I put in $5, I get $1. So that math, it seems like it makes sense. So next bet we got here is another draft position for Marquise Brown. Over 19.5 or under 19.5. So who is picking at 19? Tennessee Titans. That's going to be tough. Because I think a lot of these teams are going to go offensive line if they're going to go an offensive player. And I think the first wide receiver might be taken around this range, but I don't know if it's going to be Marquise Brown. Especially the Tennessee Titans, they might try to grab someone else. They might try to grab a big possession receiver. So, let me see. Say my name. All right, so the better bet is to say he's going under that, but I don't think that's happening. I'm going with the books, I guess, or against them. No, I'm going with them, I guess, what they believe is to be true. So it's another bad bet. Just losing all my money. Not gaining much out of it. What are you going to do? Let's see here. What can I bet? $3? Ooh, buddy. Got $3 on that. Defensive versus offensive players drafted in the first round. So there's going to be 3.5 less players. So basically 4. Wait, what? Minus 3.5 defensive players, and then offensive players plus 3.5. What does that mean? Is that I should really know what betting means before I do this, because I know what I think will happen. I think there's going to be more defensive players drafted. Plus 3.5 minus. I'm just gonna go with the defensive players. I wish they showed what you're saying it means, because the plus and minus, it's getting double negative here. All right. Okay. Yeah, but I don't get this. So defensive players minus 3.5, offensive players plus 3.5. So is that making a bet that there's going to be minus 4 players, basically minus 4 defensive players, or plus 4 offensive players? You can't flip it, because I think there's going to be more defensive players. Well, I'm just going to click defensive players, because I think there's going to be more of them, so I don't know what that means. So $3. No, I'm going to go $2, because I'm not feeling too, I don't even know what I'm picking, basically, right there. I don't really know what that means, per se. I should definitely should have looked up what betting means. I'm going off what I think betting is, but number 1 draft pick, Kyler Murray at minus 350, Nick Bosa at plus 200, Dwayne Haskins at plus 1400. Whoa, Quentin Williams plus 500, and Josh Allen plus 2500, and then Ed Oliver at plus 6600. Okay. Everyone's thinking Kyler Murray, but I think I'm just going to hedge my bet here. And so if Nick Bosa, because that's plus 200 if Nick Bosa goes number 1, and if he goes number 2, that's minus 250. I don't know if I'm really hedging my bets the correct way, but that's the way I'm going to do it. Listen, I'm spending all my goddamn money. What am I up to now? $16. It's good to have something in the game. I don't want to completely, without knowing exactly what the numbers mean. I'm just going to bet. I'm going to bet, okay? Let me do $3. What did I do on the other one? $3? Yeah, I'll do $3 on this. Nice. Hedged my bet, motherfucker. I think. So, let's see. Team to draft: Kyler Murray, Arizona Cardinals, New York Giants. That would be nuts. Miami Dolphins, Oakland Raiders, Washington Redskins, you racist fuck. Cincinnati Bengals, and Jacksonville Jaguars. Ooh, the Jacksonville Jaguars, they got really good odds at plus 3,500. I'm looking at the draft order because, all right, if the Cardinals, I think they are going to take him, but if they don't, will Oakland take him at 4? Buccaneers, will they take him? They got Jameis Winston. Will they? I didn't even think about that. I mean, I know they're with Jameis, but are they? Jacksonville Jaguars at 7. We've seen number one quarterbacks fall. And this is going to be the year that it could happen. I know Jacksonville just got Nick Foles, but Kyler Murray seems like he would go to the Jags. I don't know. Am I crazy? The odds are just so good that I might just make that bet at plus 3,500. Ooh, we're doing it. So let's see. If I bet $1, I get $35. Oh shit! Bet $2, I get $70. I'm gonna bet $2 that Kyler Murray goes to the Jacksonville Jaguars. You heard it here first. Because if he doesn't get picked first overall, I'm losing $2. Or I think the next most logical place would be the Jags, or someone could trade up. But I mean, let's see. I think all of those teams, they're going to need something crazy if they're going to want to move up. Because I could see the Dolphins moving up for them. But the Dolphins, where are they picking? Where are you picking? Where is Miami picking? Well, I'll say at 13. So to go from 13 to say 2, 3, or 4, it's going to cost a lot. And they just need a lot of help. And I think Jacksonville Jaguars, they would only get him if he falls to him. Tampa Bay, though, was that even an option? That wasn't even an option. You know what? I'm just going to stick with the bet. The Jaguars, that is a dark horse, I think. So, team to draft Dwayne Haskins. So you got the New York Giants plus 220, Washington Redskins at plus 250, Oakland Raiders at plus 650, Jacksonville Jaguars at plus 700, Miami Dolphins at plus 700, Denver Broncos at plus 700, and Cincinnati Bengals at plus 400. I could see the Bengals going that. If he falls, which he might not, but the Bengals, they have a new head coach, so that means it's time for a new quarterback. And the Giants, apparently, they're not interested in Dwayne Haskins. Washington Redskins are a fucking wild card in this draft. Who knows? They might get a quarterback. They might not. Let's see what Alex Smith is going on. The Oakland Raiders, who the fuck knows? The Jags, I see them taking Kyler Murray more than anybody. Miami Dolphins, I think they're waiting for Tua, tank for Tua, or tank for Herbert, some sherbet. They don't like ice cream, they like sherbet. I'm going to go Bengals. I'm going to go Bengals at plus 400. And I'm going to put $2 on that. $2 on Dwayne Haskins going to Cincinnati. First running back drafted, Josh Jacobs, which is what everyone thinks. You got Miles Sanders at plus 650, Damian Harris at plus 800, David Montgomery at plus 1,000, Justice Hill at plus 2,500, Darrell Henderson at plus 3,300, Devin Singletary at plus 4,000, Benny Snell at plus 5,000, Rodney Anderson at plus 5,000. So everyone's in the plus category other than Josh Jacobs. Now, I think the whole running back class, they're going to drop. But if he gets into the second round, I can feasibly see Darrell Henderson going above Josh Jacobs. I think someone's going to fall in love with that home run ability because he brings that to the table that none of these other running backs do. He has that one specific thing. And honestly, I think Darrell Henderson is the better running back because of that. You know, he's not going up against the same guys Josh Jacobs is. But hey, Josh Jacobs also wasn't the number one running back on his team. So, go fuck yourself. And I really like Darrell Henderson. I think the Ravens should get him. But, you know, they usually don't like to do what I want, except for last year when they got Lamar Jackson, which is crazy. And I think just the odds here are phenomenal. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Darrell Henderson because if the running backs fall into the second round, I can see Darrell Henderson being the first running back taken. So I'm betting $3 on that, and that'll get me $99 if I win. These are prop bets. This is tough to wager. First wide receiver drafted, you got DK Metcalf at minus 155, Hakeem Butler at plus 650, AJ Brown at plus 850, Marquise Brown at plus 120, N'Keal Harry at plus 2,000, Kelvin Harmon at plus 3,500, Paris Campbell at plus 3,000, Riley Ridley at plus 3,500, and Deebo Samuel at plus 4,500. Man, I think AJ Brown's the best. The best wide receiver. I think DK Metcalf is going to go first. Can I pick multiple? Oh, I can. So, I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could pick multiple. I didn't know you could hedge your bets on the same bet. All right, DK Metcalf being drafted first overall. I'm going to throw $3 on that. And then $2 on AJ Brown going first. The two Ole Miss wide receivers. I'm fucking crazy. I didn't know I could do that. So you can straight up. So could you pick both? Is there a way to get your money back? Anyways, Ed Oliver draft position under 6.5, over 6.5. So who's picking at 6? New York Giants. I could see Tampa Bay taking him. I could see Oakland taking them. Or they grab some. Okay, so the Cardinals taking Kyler Murray. San Francisco taking Nick Bosa. The Jets taking Quinnen Williams. The Raiders taking. Who the fuck knows, dude? Would it be Ed Oliver there? On quarterback and then 3 defensive linemen? That would be nuts. Alright, Alright. I'm just going to say over. Yeah, I'm going to say he gets drafted after 6. Which I think he's a better player than that. But we're going buck wild here, man. Alright, so $2 on that. Going fucking crazy over here. Alright, go back down. Josh Allen. Over 4, under 4. So 4 is Oakland Raiders. Tampa Bay. The better bet is the over. I'm going to take the over because I think he can fall maybe get to Tampa Bay, and I think Tampa Bay could possibly draft him there. I think that'd be a great fit for the team. I don't think Josh Allen's the best, but I could see him doing it. Okay. How much I want to put on this? Another $2 bet? Fuck it, we're going wild. $2 bets all year round. Let's go. Drew Lock draft position. Ooh. Because Drew Lock is all the rage for the New York Giants. Now, do they pick him at 6, though? If they're really into him? I don't want to believe the hype. I'm going to say over 10.5. So he's going to get drafted at 11 or greater or more. I bet $3 on that. I'm feeling confident in that. Let's see. QB's drafted in the first round. Under 3.5. So basically less than 4. Or over 3.5. So 4. So you got Kyler Murray, Dwayne Haskins, and Drew Lock. And then, what's the other guy's name? Missouri. The fucking guy. God damn it. So will there be 4 drafted? I could see 3. I could also see 4. I'm just going to take the better odds on this one. I'm going to say only 3 quarterbacks get drafted in the first round. Throw $2 on that. Man, going fucking wild, man. Probably won't even remember which bets I made. And like, did I make any money? Defensive players selected in the first round. Over 16.5 or under 16.5. So is there going to be 17? I think there is going to be 17 plus. I'm going to click on that one. I'm going to bet. Let me do $3 on that. Yeah, I'll go $3 on that. Let's see what else we got. What else we got here? I bet on Anne Frank's erotica. Offensive players selected in the first round. Under 15.5, over 15.5. So is there going to be 16 plus or 15 and less? I'll just hedge my bets here. Let's say there's over 15.5, so this might be 16. I'm going to throw $2 on that. Yup. Nick Bosa draft position over 2.5, so 3 plus or under 2.5. Let's say under 2.5. The odds are shit on that bet, but I'm here to bring you the goods. So I have to bet $5 to even get in the game. He better go in the top 2. Man, what if they just start trading up for quarterbacks? Nah. Number of Alabama players selected in the first round. Over 2.5, so 3 plus, or under 2.5. So who we got? Yeah, Josh Jacobs, Quinnen Williams, and Jonah Williams. Let's see, who else? Possibly Irv Smith. So it all depends on, I think, Josh Jacobs. So, because I think Quinnen Williams and Jonah Williams are... It's Jonah Williams, right? Anyway, so they're going to be locks. So there is 2 right there. Now, does Josh Jacobs or Irv Smith go in the first round? Is the tight end position viewed in that manner? Because I think if you're going Irv Smith, he's going to be the 3rd tight end taken. You know, you got the 2 Iowa guys. So that'd be betting that there's going to be 3 tight ends taken? I'm going to say under. I'm just going to say 2. Go against popular belief. Woo-wee. I'm going buck wild. $2. Hew. Let's see. Number of running backs selected in round 1. Under 1. Over 1. They're not doing halves. Oh. Yeah. Is it going to be less than 1 or over 1? Man. I don't even want to bet on this one. I don't like the way this looks. It's not going to be 2. There's no way there's going to be 2. But under 1? That means there's going to be 0? Alright, fine. I'll fucking do it. You want to go there? I'll do it. I'll do it, odds. Even though the odds suck on that bet, minus 400. You're never supposed to bet like that. That's shit betting. But you know what? I'm here to lose all my money. That is no surefire bet right there. I'll tell you that much right there. Number of wide receivers selected in the first round. Over 2.5, under 2.5. I could see there only being like DK Metcalf, Hollywood Brown. Man, AJ Brown though too in the first round. I'm gonna say over. I'm gonna say there's gonna be 3. Is that minus 150? But fuck it. Just go $2 on that one. I'm not feeling too confident in that. When will the first wide receiver be drafted? Ooh. Let me look at the draft board. So it's, okay, so go back. It's over 19.5, so at pick 20. So who's picking 20? Pittsburgh Steelers. Now who before that is going to grab a wide receiver? I could see the Titans at 19. The Washington Redskins? I don't know. Miami Dolphins? I don't know. Green Bay, maybe? The Bills, I mean, they got a lot. The Bills got a lot of, or they got 2 receivers in free agency. I'm going to say over. I'm going to say over 19.5, and that's the better bet. You're going to get more money, more bang for your buck, but it's also, you got to risk it. You got to risk it to get the biscuit. I'm not too keen on that one, so I'm just going to bet $1. Yeah, some of these you can't just bet $1 because you have to at least win $1 to make the bet. There's a lot of fucking bets. There's more than I thought. Let's see, what am I at here? Oh, I'm at 36 minutes. Will top 2 picks be QBs? I am, because yes at plus 750, no at minus 3,000. So what would I have to bet to even be in the running? Would that be $30? Yeah, so I'd have to bet $30 to make $1. You know what? I said I was going to bet on it, each and every one. No. No means no. Kyler Murray's suit color. Ooh. All right, so you got black at minus 350. You got blue at plus 200. Gray at plus 250. White at plus 300. Red at plus 300. And no suit. What else are you going to wear, man? All right. At plus 1,000 is the no suit. Huh. What if he comes wearing like a baseball uniform, like a real cunt? All right, I could see him wearing red or white. And it all depends on if he's getting drafted by the Cardinals or not. And he went to Oklahoma. Red at plus 300, I'm taking those odds. I'm taking those odds, man. Woo, lock it in, buddy. $1. We're going wild. We're going fucking wild. Will a top 10 pick be traded on draft day? I'm going to say yes, but at minus 800? Who's the top 10? Who's the top 10? All right. Denver Broncos, they might get some more picks. Buffalo Bills, Detroit Lions, Jaguars, Giants, Tampa Bay. And someone might try to jump up ahead of the Giants. Fuck. Man, I want to say there is going to be a trade, but those odds are shit. But you know what? I'll go ahead and do it. I'll go with my gut. So let's see. At minus 800, I'm going to need 4. No, are you kidding me? I'm going to need $8 to make $1. That's a shit bet. It's not even worth it, man. But you know what? Fuck it. I'll make that shit bet. FCS players drafted over over 17.5 or under? FCS, college players? What, is that like SEC? It's the same conference. Yeah, I'll just say over. Just cuz. Go fuck yourself. And I'm just gonna throw. Where'd the bet go? No. Where'd it go? Why aren't my bets here? No, what the hell? Where'd all my bets go? Where are they listed? They just went away. I'm betting all these things. And because they're like, and then you have to scroll up. What the hell? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Well, this is not cool. Oh, you fucking fuck. Oh, go back. Go back. Is everything still selected? Oh, you shitheads. Can I go to, like, my bets? Like, where's my bets, dude? Where'd they go? No. Okay, they're still there. But how do I actually like go and actually make the bet now? Because they're not listed anymore. Oh, you fucking fuck. Anyways, will Kyler Murray start week 1? I'm going to say yes. Will DK Metcalf draft position over 18.5? Under. I'm going to say under. Dwayne Haskins draft position over 10? Under 10. I'm going to say over 10. Who will be Mr. Irrelevant? Offensive player or kicker? Defensive player or punter? I'm going to go defensive player or punter. How many ACC players will be in round 1? I'm going to say under 5.5. How many Big 12 players were selected in round 1? Over 3.5? So who's Big 12? That's Pac-12. Let me look this up. Who's in the Big 12? Big 12 teams. You got OU. Oh, I'm going over. They got Oklahoma. Over. How many Big 10 players will be selected in round 1? Now, I'm going to say under 6.5. The line was at 6.5. Clemson players selected in round 1. Basically, their whole D line. So I'm going to say over 2.5. Georgia players selected in round 1, over 1.5, under 1.5. Georgia. What 2 Georgia players are going to be drafted round 1? Ridley? No, I'm saying, that's a shit bet. I ain't making that. That's a shit bet. LSU players selected in round 1, over 1.5. So Greedy Williams and Devin White, yes, going over. Ohio State players selected in round 1, over 2.5, under 2.5. So you got Nick Bosa, Dwayne Haskins, and either Paris Campbell or... that's a good one. Is anybody else on their team going to go in the first round? I don't think so. I'm going to say under 2.5. Close my blinds. It's getting dark out and I got the light on. I'm in my underwear. I'm open to the world. Don't look at me. Pac-12 players. Over or under 2.5 players? I'm just going to say under. SEC players selected in round 1. Over 11.5? Holy shit. Or under 11.5. Wowza. There's a lot of good players in the SEC. I'm going to go over. All right. Nice. Place bet. There was some that I didn't put money on. Where are All right. Where's I guess I'm making too many bets, I think. What is this straight? Straight bets, I guess. Confirm. I said confirm. Hey, man. I think the way to bet is to know something specific and then just bet on that one that one thing, if it's going to happen or not. Man, where did... Yeah, because all of these ones didn't really get selected. Bet accepted. Can I only make so many bets? Oh, there might be a limit on how much you can bet. I wonder if there is, because it's like the draft, you know? Yeah. Start new bet, maybe? Fuck, where did I leave off? So I got $31 left. $31 left. Now, I'm going to go Kyler Murray's suit color, because, duh. I'm going to throw $3 on that. I'm going to go Clemson players being drafted over 2.5. I'm going over on that. Because that's happening. Go $3 on that. Let's see. How many Big 12 players? I'm going to say over 3.5. I'm going to bet that. That's at plus 220. Yeah, the line's at 3.5. So you got Kyler Murray, one of the other Oklahoma offensive linemen, maybe Hollywood Brown, and that's just on OU. And then maybe Will Grier will sneak in too. So I'm going over. I'm going over on that right there. I'm going to go $3. Let's see. You know, I think that's going to be it for betting. You know, I've spent a lot of money. I mean, not crazy amounts. You know, I wonder how many I'm going to win. I really wonder. So, I got bets up on the board. Out of the $100 I put in, I only got $22.50 left. I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to spend all my money. So, some things, you know, in this draft, I just want to talk maybe some Ravens a little bit, not just go over the draft as a whole. I want the Ravens to move back, maybe draft A.J. Brown, get a flashy wide receiver, because if they don't go ahead and get their guy in the first round, now there is depth at wide receiver. I just think that top tier talent of those bubble guys, they're all going to be gone by the time we're picking in the third round. And then we're just going to be going depth guys with tons of questions. So I hope they draft back and grab A.J. Brown, but I have said before, and I do believe what will happen is if they actually stay put at 22 and they draft Cleveland Farrell, because I had a dream and I hope I have premonitions. But I'd also believe that would be a great pick. I'd also be okay with Garrett Bradbury, who was the unanimous number one center, at least by most people, so I guess pretty unanimous. And I mean, I've seen him play against Clemson and impressed. He took on the defensive line. He did it. Let's see. Anything else about the Ravens draft? Please just draft the players that I want. The shit starts tomorrow, so I'm gonna be reviewing everything. I'm not going to be live or anything, but I will review the pick. I'll go into the pick. I'll look at who's left on the board, who surprising picks. I'll basically go over the Ravens, who they drafted, and really do a deep dive into that player, even though I'm sure I might have already. But I'm going to do a great big old deep dive into what the Ravens did on day one. Also, probably maybe some surprising picks, just things that I got from the first round. Also, Avengers Endgame, that's the shit. It's coming out tomorrow, but I'm not seeing it probably till Tuesday. I've already seen some spoilers, so I'm not going to spoil it here for you. But I'm one of those guys. I like seeing the spoilers because, first of all, I can't help myself, and I really want to know what happens. And it makes watching the movie better. When you know what's going to happen, you really get to see the foreshadowing. Especially in a lot of other movies, you really get to see the devices that the directors use to kind of push along a story. If you already know what's going to happen, you can kind of see everything a little bit better, Because, I like watching movies 2 times in a row. I'll watch it, then watch it again. Because once you know what's going on, it's that much better the second time. Before this season of Game of Thrones, I rewatched the whole series. I've only seen it once, but then I rewatched the whole thing. And they tease stuff from season 7 in the first season. What, winter's coming? No, other shit. I don't want to get into it now because I can't think of it off the top of my head. But I remember seeing in one of the first few episodes, I was like, holy shit. They said the thing. Anyways, I think that's going to do it. That's enough talk. I'm going to be doing more bets. There was just so many prop bets. I kind of wanted to do them all, but really, a lot of the bets just aren't good bets to make because the right thing that I think is going to happen, the odds are just so for it, where it's I don't want to have to spend $50 to win $1, So during the season, I'll be doing more bets. I'm sure I'll be parlaying the Ravens games and maybe going over just straight up who wins and who loses, and maybe doing over-unders and stuff. I don't really know how to do it. I'll get better at betting maybe. I won't bet crazy amounts, so that way it's when I lose, it's not oh no, I'm not going to have $500 riding on one thing, even though that would be fun to watch. I'll probably be doing fantasy football too, so maybe I'll talk that, do recaps, do full things. The season's almost here, guys. Get fucking stoked. It's totally tubular. So that's going to do it. If you're watching on YouTube, give it a like, give a comment, just support the show, subscribe and that shit. If you're listening on any other platforms, subscribe, give a 5-star rating. If you're on iTunes, I'd like to be on the list of the top Ravens podcasts because I think I am. I'm number 1, the best. Just kidding. Just help me out. If you want to get in touch with me, comment on YouTube or send me an email at csrpod@gmail.com. I'm sure I'll get back to you. I'm not very busy. I'm pretty lazy, though, so who knows? But if you have a question and you want me to answer it on a podcast, hit me up on that email. Other than that, that's going to do it. And I'm just going to leave you with the Go Ravens. Was that a good one?